Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We're so glad you could be with us here today. It's a very exciting day in the house today. I think it's, we've just got someone in town that I have met recently, but it's doing some very exciting things. It's the things that we need to have happen in Vero Beach that I think will kind of freshen up the scene. There's a lot of people that have been here for a while. I think it's a little old, and they're like, oh, the restaurants that we go to, the places we go to have a cocktail, you know, they get a little old after a while. Now they're the classics, and we love them. You know, we love our Citrus Grill House. We love Bobby's. You know, we're going to go to all those places. But we have something that's new that's opening in late April or May. And we have our guest is the owner and proprietor of that. First, you know, we love new listings. I'm in real estate. Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Lori Davis, your realtor for life. Never going away. I've been doing this for 17 years now, and I do love what I do. I really do. But we talked about after a long day like today, and you get into the padded room, which is a real studio, and we get to tape here. We tape our podcast, and we tape live stream, which a lot of you guys watch on Facebook Live or on YouTube. It's a very comforting feeling. Just close the door and keep everybody out. The rest of the world is out. The most important thing is our guest, and we're very excited about that today. Even though today's guest has brought something, a beverage, you know, normally, for those of you that watch, Citrus Grill House, Chef Scott Verricchio provides something for us. But today we didn't ask him for anything. Today was his bye week, and we have something delicious that we're going to taste in a little bit. We do love Citrus Grill House at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They're open Mondays through Saturdays, right there on the ocean, right there at Humston Park. I can't say enough about taking your guests, if you've got people in town, to there for lunch, because it is so beautiful right there on the ocean. Now, there are other restaurants that are on the ocean, but it's not outside. You're not sitting on the ocean and the breeze is blowing, and it's just absolutely beautiful. They don't serve anything that's not fresh. If it's not fresh, it's not on the menu. Staff is wonderful. We love them over there. So go on over there, say hello, tell them Lori Davis sent you, and enjoy your lunch or dinner. So one of the more interesting developments here in town is that we've got distilleries that are being built. They're producing spirits right here in Vero Beach. Now, we're all familiar with the breweries, right? We had Orchid Island Brewery. We had Sailfish Brewery. And they've done very well. But distilleries are different. Distilleries, they make liquor, all right? And a distillery, by definition, are places where distilling. I did look that up. I was like, seriously? You got nothing more for me on this? As in alcoholic beverages is done. Now, in the era of Prohibition, and this came off the website of our guest's website, the bootleggers, mafia, and speakeasies forever changed America. But America said we needed to change because that element was running, and were the only places because it was illegal to transport, manufacture, and sell liquor. So it went underground. And so they realized that maybe this isn't the best way to go, because they got rid of it with Amendment 18. But the 21st Amendment is the one that brought it back, that you could actually, the ratification marked the end of the federal laws to bar the manufacture, transportation, and sale of intoxicating liquors. And the day we celebrate is December 5th, 1933. So I think that's great. We're so excited. We have an amazing guest on our show. He is amazing. He's doing great things in this town. His name is Jeff Palleschi. He's the founder and president of the 21st Amendment Distillery. Welcome to the show, Jeff.
Thank you so much.
We're so glad to have you.
Good intro.
Right?
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
It's awesome. It's so exciting. It's really, really exciting.
Thank you.
Okay, so your motto on the website, I'm going to get this just a little closer. It says, and I love this, a spirit worth Americans, okay? Worthy of Americans. It's You built America, we built this distillery to celebrate you.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So the 21st Amendment, the whole idea of it to me and to us was special, just because it was a time in the country where Americans sort of got together and made an unjust thing just. So, you know, the 18th Amendment was an unjust thing on the American people.
Right.
You know, there were both sides had to kind of get together and overturn that. So it was a kind of a unifying thing in the country. Yeah. And I think we need that now. I think
wow,
the country's
so right.
pretty split, and there's a lot of things going on, and we just thought that would be a good way to celebrate Americans and hardworking Americans.
I love that. And we're going to get to that because you're also a veteran.
Yes,
which I love too.
Thank you.
And everybody, we're all really proud.
It's a great town. Thank you, but it's a great town for that. Vero Beach is very pro-veteran, and it's a special town. Yeah,
well, we're going to talk about the Veterans Council later in the show. Tell us, okay, now you brought us a 3-year-old rye whiskey.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm so excited because I love. I told you when I first met you, Jeff, he's like, well, what do you drink? And I was like, well, my favorite drink, literally, and I had one last night, is like a bourbon Manhattan, right? Nice. So whiskey, any kind of a whiskey. You can do it with rye, you can do it with bourbon, you can do it with Jack Daniels, you can do it with all sorts of things. So tell us a little bit about what you brought us today.
When you
Let's
said
show
that,
everybody.
I loved you immediately. You thought
you liked me. Now you know
you became an immediate friend. What we brought is this is a rye whiskey. It's 103 proof, so it's got a little bit of bite. It's 56% rye, 33% corn, and 11% malted barley. So basically, to officially be a rye, it needs to be 51% rye. Okay. So we have that and then some with this rye, but we think it's a smooth blend. We blended it. Yes. And it's smooth, and we'll have this ready to go when we open.
It's so really very, very good. Now, you were drinking yours. You did not have a rock in yours. I did put a rock in mine. Right. Should you drink it one way or the other? Does it matter?
I don't. I say drink it how you like it. Yeah. I'm not a person that if you want to put I wouldn't put Coke in it, but if you want to put a Coca-Cola or you want to put ice in it, however you want to enjoy it, enjoy it. So and we will carry that message to the distillery.
Yeah. This is delicious, and it is actually very, very smooth. And when you're making something, because you're going to be making liquors, like you made this, and you obviously blended, and tasted. And now, are you the only person that tastes, or do you have a panel that tastes?
So we have a panel. Actually, we do have a panel of folks, and there's for each different category. So, we have folks that are rye or whiskey, bourbon drinkers who will do that. You mentioned yourself. Who knows? You might be on the panel.
I'm available that day.
You might be on the panel.
I can't wait.
Rum guy will drink, we'll provide the rum to them, and same thing with agave and all the different spirits we make.
Yeah. You know who's a rum guy? Is Chef Scott Barricchio.
Okay, yeah.
Did you know that?
Scott's awesome. I did not know that.
Scott is a rum guy. That's his groove.
We'll have to have him in.
I'm serious. That's his thing. And so it's good to know. And we were supposed to have our friend Tracy Zudans on the show today. She's our gin girl. Yes. Remember I told you about that. She's teaching me about that. But spirits they're making a comeback. Would you say that?
I would say so. I think what I always tell people is I think that craft distillation is where craft breweries were maybe 30 years ago. Yeah. So it's the reason why you're seeing kind of an influx of distilleries is because people are seeing that opportunity in the marketplace where folks are they're wanting local spirits like they did local beer. Okay. So it's very similar. So we think there are still a lot of breweries around and doing really well, even in this small town.
This is not a competition.
Yeah,
for
even
them
in this small town, there's great breweries, and we think that growth wave is gonna be pretty significant.
Yeah, I think it's complementary. Yeah. And there is another distillery in town. Yes. It's kind of cool. I mean, the fact that and this is what I was mentioning at the beginning of the show, was I think it's interesting that people are finally businesses are saying, I'm going to invest in this because I see this as an opportunity.
Yes.
Vero Beach is a small town, and I think there's a lot of people out there that want to go local. What you're doing now, the other day, yesterday actually, we came
for a little
by.
tour, yeah.
Oh my gosh! And I've told so many people about it. So okay, we're gonna give you, like I talk about Chef Scott. Like nobody knows where Easter Lily Lane is. Okay,
Right.
he thinks they do, but they don't. It's next to Humiston Park. All right. So 21st Amendment is going to be. It's on 13th Street, guys.
13th Avenue.
13th Avenue.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
and
okay.
it's right across from the old post office. So everybody knows downtown where the old post office was. And everybody, knows 14th Avenue. That's the downtown. So this is 13th. So it's right behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell us about what it's going to be, because I think it's also a visual thing. You've got the way you're setting it up. It's going to be really cool to be in the room, but also see what you're doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, we think we have a lot of special things going on. In the front, we will have a full cocktail bar.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have it's a little bit of a speakeasy theme to kind of go along with our name a little bit. So there'll be some comfortable seating areas such as couches, wingback chairs, stuff like that. We have a couple curtain areas that people can have some privacy behind.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a full cocktail bar, 20 to 22 seats at the bar.
Yeah.
And then we'll have some high tops made out of whiskey barrels. Those are kind of neat. In the back, we'll be producing all the alcohol, as I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a garage door. When you're sitting at the bar, you'll be able to kind of see through that garage door. There are a couple big windows behind the bar where you can see all the equipment we use to manufacture the spirits on. And then we have in back, there's a private tasting room, which is really special to us. We'll have those unique little curtain areas in the bar area, but way in back, you have to go through the production area, and there'll be a really special room back there where we can do private tastings. Yeah. We can do special meals back there, chef's table, things of that nature, and we're really hoping that's going to be a special thing for the community.
Yeah. Now, it's also a restaurant.
Yes, we do have.
This is going to be both. So.
We're going to have a full menu in there. There's we don't have a hood, so we are a little bit limited, but we are going to have some special items that we can serve up. Probably 10 to 15 different things on the menu, but we're going to have some good appetizers and things of that nature. But you can get a full meal in there.
That'll be great. Now, is this a lunch and dinner? Or is it open all day?
Right now,
open, close?
Right now, it'll be just dinner.
Okay.
We're going to be open 7 days a week.
Good.
So every day we'll be able to get food every day. We may look at, once we open, we may look at doing like to-go lunches.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, as I was looking in the back, and a distillery, as I was kind of reading up on distilling.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got it. You got a couple of things that hold beverages, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to distill it, which means it evaporates into, and then you're creating a liquor over here, pulling it off of one to the other.
It's really simple, and we're gonna offer tours. We're gonna show this process so folks from the community can come in and get a behind the scenes look. But basically, it starts out in what they call a mash tun or a cooker.
Okay.
In really simple terms, whatever you're making, whether it's corn, rye, it goes into the mash tun.
Okay.
The mash tun kind of breaks that grain down.
Heats up? Does
heats
it heat
it up,
it up?
cools it off. It then gets pumped over to the fermenters.
Okay.
Okay, and that's where you pitch your yeast.
Okay.
Depending on what you're making, it could sit in there, for a couple days. It doesn't sit as long as beer.
Okay.
But it does sit in those fermenters. It ferments, and then it gets pumped over to your still.
Okay.
We have two stills at our facility. We have what we call a stripping still, and then a finishing still. Our 500-gallon stripping still strips out all those kind of nasty alcohols, and then pumps it back over to the finishing still, which really cleans it up nicely and gives it what we think is going to be a really unique flavor.
Are you going to bottle it there?
We are going to bottle it there, yeah.
Show us your beautiful bottle.
Yep. So
I love this. It's so cute. It's kind of sexy, actually. I think.
Thank you. This is the bottle. We have our sample label on there now. So it's our sample, but the bottle's very very nice. It has a little, fluted neck there,
Yes.
and we think it's a nice bottle.
And so for all of the different spirits, will they all be in the same bottle?
Starting out, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Starting out,
Of course.
we're keeping it kind of simple, and that's we'll get to the point where we're probably switching some spirits up with our different labels and whatnot.
And what spirits will you be making that people will be able to come in and try?
Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of different spirits. We're gonna make bourbon whiskey. We'll do a light whiskey.
Okay.
We're gonna do a rum, an agave spirit.
Which is tequila.
Tequila, right?
Okay,
You
yeah.
can't really say tequila in the United States, but
you can't?
No, it's if it's in the U.S.
Is it proprietary?
It's just like Scotland is to Scotch and
Oh, okay.
bourbon is to the United States. Yeah, so you
Didn't
can
know that.
It can be made the same way. We just have to call it agave.
Really? Okay.
So we'll
Learn
make,
something new on the Lori Davis Show today.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll make that here. We're going to do a gin, vodka, and then we're going to do a cello series, mainly lemon, lime,
cello.
grapefruit, and we're going to do an orange cello too.
We have to do grapefruit. It's Indian
Yeah,
River County.
all exactly, and all the citrus is going to be from this county.
Local.
and, local citrus.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, well, let's do this. We're going to take a break for a commercial. We have to pay for the show, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about 21st Amendment Distillery. I'm so excited. And then we're all just going to be tapping the waiting, open, open, open. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you in a bit. We'll be right back. Bye-bye.
It's the height of the Great Depression. A naive young girl with stars in her eyes heads to Broadway only to find she's missed the audition. But that's not where this tale ends. 42nd Street is a story within a story, a show within a show, a backstage drama of smiling faces and heavy hearts. 42nd Street is a mix of a great story and tremendous music. 42nd Street starts April 11th at Vero's Riverside Theater, but you don't have to wait. Get your tickets now at the box office or at riversidetheater.com.
Who's got time to clean when you need it clean? Call Germ Wizards LLC using the most up-to-date equipment. Germ Wizards pays strict attention to detail. They make dust disappear. Whether you need your office to sparkle, your home to shine, or you want to give someone a great gift, hire the Germ Wizards. It's easy to get a quote online. There's even an online portal. To discuss details directly with your cleaning professional, visit germwizardsllc.com. Make dust disappear with Germ Wizards.
Start your day with fuel in your tank with breakfast at Marsh Landing. You'll love our biscuits and gravy, sweet potato pancakes, or eggs Benedict with a fried green tomato. And how about a mimosa or a monster Bloody Mary? It's breakfast, old Florida style, at Marsh Landing in Fellsmere.
Time to take on those spring projects. Sturgis has lumber, hardware, and paint supplies. There's no reason to go out west to the big box stores. Sturgis is at 4645 US 1 Vero. Forget that traffic and shop local. Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. More than just lumber.
Hi, this is Cindy Grossman, host of Mesmerize the Mirror at Any Age. Listen to my show for hot topics pertaining to women's lives. Tune in to Mesmerize the Mirror at Any Age every other Sunday at 7 on your weekend home for Planet Vero Radio. Real Radio 1017.
Hello and welcome back to the show. Hey, Jesse, we didn't introduce Jesse. He's our man. He's our engineer. Come on. He's the man that makes all this happen. I can't do this by myself if I'm in my padded room. Hey,
Hi,
Jesse.
Lori. Hi.
Hey, who just did that commercial for Planet Vero? Who is that?
That was Sam.
Was it Sam?
Yeah, well, the one that
No,
we,
but
to
the
rejoin
opening in the show
Yeah,
is
Cindy-
Sam, but this is who?
This is Cindy Grossman, and she hosts the show every other weekend.
Okay, I was like, I think I
Yeah.
recognize that voice. I thought I met one of the crazy girls in the back that I love so much. You know, one of them being your wife.
Yes.
Right,
Absolutely. So, Jesse, everything good? Everything good
oh,
by you?
yeah, everything's great. Yeah,
Okay.
can't complain.
All
It's
right.
all good here in Vero Beach.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, let's go back to 21st Amendment, and we'll go back to Jeff Palleschi. Okay, so we've got a business here. We've got a restaurant. We've got a distillery. Let's talk about some local hiring. You were talking about how you're going to go forward with that.
Yeah, we also kind of we're looking for veterans. We like to hire veterans.
Yes, you are part of the Veterans Council.
yeah.
So that's a special place in your heart.
It's a big thing, yeah.
Okay.
Special to me. We're also looking to hire someone from ARC, someone with special needs.
Great.
So we're looking at that program, and we're working with them currently to look at different candidates that can kind of fit some of the jobs that we're looking for. And we're also going to work with Indian River College to do a kind of an internship.
Right. Right.
So we want to get
like
the college kids involved. Yeah, or even in back with distilling, because that's going to be a handy trade in the future.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you're going to need special people with special talents. Yeah. But you might teach them, right, as you go along.
And they can go on, and if they choose to stay at 21 AD, they can stay. But we could set them up for future jobs at other distilleries.
That's totally cool. 21 AD. Yeah. I kind of like that.
That's kind of a shortened.
I like that. No, that's good. It's cute. I like the 21 AD. Yeah. You know where I'm going for. Yeah. I'm going to 21 AD.
Exactly.
I never have to know where I'm going, Anyway. Well, and then, I mean, you're such a part of the community. How long have you been in Vero Beach?
About 13, 14 years.
And from where?
From Massachusetts originally.
Okay.
So I went to college up there and graduated, went to the Marine Corps, moved down south, fell in love with the nice weather, palm trees and everything. My mother came down and I kind of followed her.
Good.
And, just found Vero through my wife.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. That's great. Well, now, because of what you're doing and all of the things that you use that are part of the land, things that you distill, things that you're going to be using, you mentioned that you might want some farmland. What would you do with that?
We're looking at some land out west. First of all, we need somewhere to store our aging barrels.
Sure.
And there's going to be quite a few of them. So we're looking at some property to.
I know a good realtor.
Yeah, I think. You know what? I think I knew you were going to get to that.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. No.
So looking at some storage things, and then actually also some corn, maybe farming some corn, and doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, that was my question though, because when you've done all the distilling in there, will you bottle at the store on 13th Ave?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
But you're gonna age out. If you had some place, you'd have barrels.
Some barrels will be aged in house, and we're actually working on a project where there might be some barrels that are aged on the Indian River too as well.
Yeah.
So we're looking.
Because climate makes a difference, right?
Yeah, we're looking at that too as well. So it's going to be kind of a multiple pronged approach.
Yeah, it's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
And the thing is that what you produce, I think, is amazing because the flavor profile changes with what you do, the temperature, the environment, the moisture, I mean, it is what it is.
Yes.
And so it's just so exciting that you picked Vero Beach to do this.
Yeah.
So I think it's great. And then tell us then a little bit about the Veterans Council, near and dear to your heart. I know, again, you and Tracy are involved, and she's very happy to have you.
She's awesome. Yeah, we are, the Veterans Council is an awesome organization here in town. Totally local funding. There is no state or federal funding. So everything raised here at the Veterans Council actually goes to help veterans.
In Indian River County.
In Indian River County, that's
here.
correct.
Yep.
Yeah, we all know what happens when money is filtered down from the government.
National organizations.
We all know what happens when the government gets involved. So we are local, helping veterans. It's a very quick turnaround. When there's a need, we can go. We can fill that need rather quickly without government oversight.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, listen, Jeff, we are so glad that you came to be with us today. If you guys want to go to the website and kind of follow around and click around, it's really cool. And there's videos there of Jeff and doing a little walkthrough in the facility. 21st-distillery.com. Okay, 21st-distillery, DISTILLERY, get it right.com. Thank you so much, Jeff, for being on the show. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you so
Everybody,
much.
When it opens, we're all going to go to 21 AD. We'll be hanging out there. I'll see you there. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Guys, have a great day. Be safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.